going on, Vic?
I'm all right, brother.
How's it going?
On that end, don't seem all right.
No, I've had better days.
It looks like it.
No, hey, look, we're gonna get into that later. All right.
Well, not later, right after the what's on today's show, but
Exactly.
Take it away, man.
So, what's on today's show today, fellas and ladies? Today we celebrate the trans community with a contest of the best transabled people. You know, we want to make sure we include everybody. We're not sure what color they are on the flag yet, but we'll bring you some top wacky stories and we'll finally crown a winner. And after that, we will fill you in on why I'm in my neck brace, why Vic might be upset about it, and just a little bit. And then we'll get into some interesting and yet related news.
Yeah. So why are you in this fucking neck brace, man?
It's part of the disability that I got when I was in the military, but it's something that doesn't always fuck me up 100% of the time. But today is just one of those days that I couldn't even get in my car. You know? It's a bad day for me. Yeah, it's the one day I don't have my kids and wife at home, and that's how much God hates me. He's like, all right, you get a break today, but you're only allowed to look in one direction.
Yes. Oh my God. That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Well, and by the way, obviously, I'm not in the studio. I won't be in for another few weeks. I mean, Biden's gas prices are going nuts, so I had to budget that into my everyday.
What do you care about gas prices for? Get an electric vehicle, you fucking scrub.
I can't afford an electric. If I
You're
can't afford the $200 every time I got to fill up my tank, how am I going to afford the $700 payment?
Can you believe this guy?
Yeah.
Can you believe this guy in this day and age still drives around a fucking, what is it, a gas guzzling, I'm sure it's like a tank or something that you drive around. What do you drive?
Kia.
A Kia. Fucking Kias.
All right. Yeah. So this morning we all planned, we plan on doing our meeting at 10 a.m. starting around 12-ish. And Jack sends me a text around 9:15. He's making coffee. I'm like, all right, this kid's ahead of the game because, you know, Jack is like a dog. You got to give him treats when he does good things. So I'm like, this kid's ahead of his game. Let me make my coffee, get ready.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm getting ready, I get another text at 10 a.m. This is 45 minutes later. He shows me a picture of him in a neck brace. And what the fuck happened within that 45-minute span? It's
all right.
These two amazes me, man.
So yesterday, I was with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew it was the last time we were going to be seeing each other for like a couple of weeks. So just before I left, she tries to do something crazy, something absolutely insane. With a pregnant belly and everything, I can't even do this. Yes. With one leg on the back of a really high vehicle, our vehicle, she tries to get it. Like, imagine trying to step up onto you know, those big pickups where they're lifted and you need a ladder to get in the fucking seat.
Sure.
So pregnant her's trying to get up to that height, and almost falls. I say almost because I caught her and fucking threw out my back and my neck.
Oh man.
Oh no, it was great. So then this morning when I messaged you, I was like, all right, I can get through this. I can make it. Nope. Tweaked my neck again, and I had to throw on the goddamn brace. So now here we are, and
45 minutes later.
45 minutes later, and now I'm in a situation where, you know, I got to be here looking like the world's biggest, smallest micro penis.
Exactly. And just to give our listeners a little bit of why I'm not crazy, but He's very organized. So like when we say meeting at 10, we do the meeting. When we say live at 12, you know, give or take within the 15 minutes. The fact that we did the whole meeting, we're getting ready to hit live. Jack goes, nah, man, this is killing me too much. I got to go to the ER.
Yep.
We'll start. So now it's 3 o'clock? No, it's 2:40. And we're starting 2 hours and 40 minutes behind. But whatever. We're here. We're here now. We have the Transabled Award Show. where I'm going to list the nominees. We're going to go over each and every one of them, and we're going to pick a winner. But what's transabled? Transabled are people who feel like they should have been born with a disability or impaired. So what do? They disable themselves by choice.
Right.
There's also a disease called BIID, which is Body Integrity Identity Disorder.
Uh-huh. So there are people that live among us.
Yes.
Right.
Who are perfectly healthy.
Perfectly healthy. That just think that a part of their body, like they just wake up one day and go, that toe that I always smash on a table, man, it'd be so much nicer to live without that toe. Yeah. This way I wouldn't smash it on anything, right?
Exactly. Well, how about this? Let's get into our first nominee.
Yeah.
He calls himself, he is the one-hand Jason.
The one-handed Jason.
Yes, there's no pictures of him. There is this one picture from the interview I happened to catch. He purposely was trying to become disabled. I mean, by the way, like I said, there's no picture of this guy, so you got to respect it. I don't think he did it for the fame. I don't think he did it to get his face out there.
No.
He felt as if he wasn't supposed to be born with his body part, which is his right hand. Yeah, so as he says...
Oh, okay, so now I'm understanding. You said that this person wanted to be disabled, but what I could take away from this is that he just didn't feel like he was supposed to be born with his arm.
Basically.
So he didn't want to be disabled. His hand.
He wasn't supposed to be born with his right hand. He basically he cut it off with a very sharp tool, as he describes. He won't mention it. So in my expertise being in the fields of saws and stuff, I'd say skill saw or chop saws,
it's pretty
something
clean
how
cut.
we made the studio with. It's just crazy that people exist. I mean, I get maybe it is a disorder, but he even said that it was like a birth defect, that he wasn't supposed to be born with an extra hand. So before he took off his hand with the power tool, he also practiced it on animal parts that he bought from the butcher. He didn't actually steal a cat and do it.
Yeah.
He bought meat from the butcher, full meat, and he would practice on cutting it and seeing how it is. He actually did a first aid course. He really got into it because he didn't want to cut his right hand off and end up bleeding out and dying. So he just wanted to cut it.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah, I'm assuming he used the tourniquet. His right hand, to me, I believe, was his dominant hand because he goes, I had to start learning how to play tennis again, lefty, and that he had to redo his whole drumming. And he did say...
This wasn't well thought out.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I think he well thought it. Like, he didn't just do it on a hunch.
Well, don't you think that if you were going to ultimately go through this, that you would have practiced how to write with your left hand? Like, if you were never supposed to have your right arm because it's a birth defect, then why did you learn how to write with it then you should have just been using your left hand, right? That's that's what blows my mind. When maybe
it wasn't thought out thoroughly, but he did. It's not like he had this in vision and then the next day he chopped it.
I don't know. It just sounds like someone about when you go to somebody's apartment. No, not you particularly, but like suicides. But then they have the dishes done. Like they just finished doing it. Like, why the fuck did you?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Look nice.
Yeah. I don't want the officers to think I was a slob.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not dirty by any means.
Yeah,
a little nut. And it's funny too because he did emphasize that he misses playing the saxophone.
Yeah. And he didn't learn how to play that.
Yeah, not really the funny part, but the strange part is none of his family members or his girlfriend knows he did this with intent. They think it was just a freak accident. So, but at least he didn't have like that little heart, man, like you had. Like, your neck hurt and you had to just cancel the whole show for 2.5 hours. He went out there. He did what he had to do. He dealt with it.
Yeah. I wonder what he does now for work.
Oh, well, the interview never really... Well, I didn't read the whole thing, but I read most of it. I got all the good parts in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The twist at the end of all of this is that this man now collects disability.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't know if these... I mean, I guess it is... Like I said, it is a disease.
Yeah.
the IID. But I mean, hey, listen, he performed first aid. He stopped the bleeding. He cleaned his garage. He made a chicken cutlet sandwich, and then he drove to the ER. So there is a difference between Jack and other people.
I gotta say, this guy's arm, like I've seen some pretty bad amputees. This guy's arm looks fucking clean.
Yeah,
like it was supposed to be like that.
Like I'm saying, I guess he practiced on those animals, and he actually said it went way better than what I thought.
Yeah,
he won't be the next Rick Allen.
Yeah, he can't exactly high five himself.
Yeah, that's the drummer for Def Leppard.
Oh, what was his name again?
Rick Allen.
Rick Allen.
He's a one-handed drummer on a very well-known band who I think is going to be performing in Queens June 24th. Def Leppard.
Right. All right.
So that was our first nominee, One Hand Jason.
Give him a round of applause. I get it, but
literally.
One hand.
All right. So our second nominee is Jewel Shuping. I believe that's
wait. Before we move on, you said this guy learned how to play drums?
He's in the process of playing drums and learning how to play drums.
And he said that in the interview that he's learning how to play drums with one hand, or did, like the guy from Def Leppard, or did he decide to go with like the captain fucking drumstick hand?
I have no idea. I would assume he'd take that shit to his nub.
Yeah. Oh man!
He put like a spacing in between to give it that rolling effect. You know, when you drum, you gotta have that.
Yeah, he put it on a spring.
Yes. So, he can still perform his drum rolls.
Yeah, that's cheating.
All right, so if you think that was worse,
that's fucking terrible.
At least he's able to see the world and feel it. Our second nominee is Jules Shuping. She purposely had her eyes bleached out to take away her eyesight. So for majority of normal humans, this would be a nightmare, a tragic accident. Not for Jewel. It's been her ultimate dream. She started having this dream of becoming blind during her early ages of childhood.
She wanted to be blind when she was younger?
Yes. So
that's
if
fucking
you
nuts.
let me finish, Jack, I'll listen to the whole story. No, I'm kidding. She would purposely stare at the sun, even though her mother said it was bad for her. She would wear thick glasses and walk around with the blind stick, pretending she was blind. At the age of 4, she would turn all the lights off in her home during the middle of the night and just walk around with her eyes closed.
Played Marco Polo alone.
Yeah, and this was before her eyes got bleached, which gets even crazier. So at the age of 6, she really wanted to be blind. Like, she knew it would comfort her. So in 2006, she became blind after she talked to a psychologist. He performed the blind act. So what they did was, I don't even know how this is possible, why anybody would do this purposely, but the psychologist put numbing drops in her eyes.
Okay.
Once her eyes became completely numb, they followed it with a few drops of a drain cleaner, making her completely blind. She said it was definitely painful, especially when it ran down her cheek. She felt the burn, but she just had so much enjoyment she was going to be blind, which is insane.
All right. So, just to recap on this fucking psycho, this psycho with a psychologist friend apparently. So she's always wanted to be blind. She used to pretend she was blind.
Yes.
Like, so by the way, walking around with black glasses and with a blind stick, that's called making fun of blind people. That's not like,
there is some disease in it. So I don't think her intent is to make fun of them. She just wants the ultimate experience.
All right. And then
it's kind of like the Survivor show. Like, people are naked. They act like they're surviving. Meanwhile, there's a McDonald's and a truck food right behind the cameraman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. And then she has a psychologist friend. Psychologist, by the way, that's science. So trust the science.
Friend, but
well, it has to be somebody that's hired by her. Yeah, because
someone that was willing to perform. And I don't think it was a friend. I'm pretty sure she paid for this. Would you call it a surgery?
I don't even. What would you call it? A procedure? A day? What do you call outpatient procedure where we just fucking stick arsenic in your eyes, or what was it? Drain cleaner?
I mean, you could have done that yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sure the psychologist had payments, a signed affidavit.
Not illegal. But anyway, aside from the illegality of it all, because like you said, she could have did it the first time.
What do you think she does for a living?
I don't know, third base coach for fucking the Chinese Professional Baseball League or something.
Yeah.
I fucking know.
She was more in the self-defense driving lessons in Flushing, Queens.
Yeah. I don't know which way I'm going. Yay!
Yeah, so just so you know, I don't personally drive, but making left turns are way more dangerous than making right turns because you got to look both ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And you see her
years old.
I mean, fuck, you would think the other person, the spouse, would blind himself, but
yeah, not gonna lie, this I don't know if the video is going to be up on YouTube, which, by the way, we are on YouTube now. Don't forget, if you ever want to see our ugly faces.
Share at UnFollowVic Podcast. Now we got an in-studio feed.
Nice. Well, yeah. Eventually, we'll have the in-studio and not this nonsense. So anyway, Jewel Shuping, yeah, she's a rough-looking girl, but I don't...
Her hair's nice, though. It's short.
She has nice short hair, but I don't know. The only thing that I could think of is that everyone else around her was kind of bleaching their eyes from looking at her, and then she just thought it was the thing to do because Jesus, she looks and she keeps her eyes closed, like I can't see, you can't see me. The world's a better place. How does that make sense? Although. If I listen to any more news, I'm gonna take my ears out.
You know what? She's now comfortable. She's enjoying life. I don't know how. I mean,
do you think it's
just a shame that people are born this way. You know, people have no limbs, sometimes no eyesight. They're born deaf. They have no touch. You know, their senses are completely shot. And here's people that want to be in that person's shoes.
She wanted so much to be. What's his name?
Yeah, no blind kids, no husband. So
who's the blind superhero? Daredevil. She wanted to be the female Daredevil.
Yeah. No.
If I blind myself, I could see the world in my ears.
Yes. He's gonna make me rich.
What a fucking... I'm sorry. Some people might actually think that this is us like punching down. No. When you do this to yourself, I'm sorry, sympathy kind of goes out the window.
No, it does for sure. Somewhat of sympathy, and it's not like you're now gonna get that. You know how like people that don't have all their sense has like that, like the blind, they have like that. They can just feel something, which is I believe it's true, but they live like that their whole life, so they have that unique ability to understand what's around them. They have like that better feeling that we don't.
Yeah, they get like sonar over time. They start clicking.
Yeah. Well, they don't hit the walls like a bat.
No,
you ready?
They don't.
You ready for the nominee?
Yeah. Let's go on to the third.
I like this guy though. Our third nominee is Mark Goddard. Mark Goddard was in a motorcycle accident and his hand was in complete pain. He couldn't take it for 16 years. So he was in complete pain for 16 years.
16 years. Okay.
Yeah, and he decided that he just wanted to go ahead and do something about it, you know?
So what did he do about it?
Well, God forbid if he tweaked his fucking neck before a podcast show, what would happen, but...
What? Well, what did he do?
I'm getting into that. All right, you missed your punch. That's fine.
No, I got to know what he did before there's a punchline.
No, well, all right, whatever. So let's get into the facts of Mark Goddard. He was in a motorcycle accident that left his left arm to have constant pain. Yeah. So the doctors would not amputate it. It was because his arm and hand were still usable, still had feeling, and they did repair it. It just
obviously
it was in a lot of pain. Yeah, so he took matters into his own hand.
Too much feeling.
Yeah, so he took matters into his own hand, literally. So he built his own guillotine and he conducted it on himself. So what happens is he engages this axe shoots down and is supposed to go through your arm. The only thing is it only went through 3/4 of his arm. So he couldn't reset the guillotine. So he decided that he was just going to cut through the entire arm. But here, check this out. He had a pre-lit bucket of wood and charcoal, and he placed his arm into the wound so he can like cause more damage and I guess stop the bleeding. This way, it could definitely not be attached on by the doctors. Here's the best part of the story. He did all this and it still didn't fix the pain. He still has pain today.
Oh, God. What's he going to do if he gets a headache?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's he going to do if he gets a podcast show?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Joe, this is... I didn't know what this was because I don't ever do homework on homework day. But... Yo, this legitimately looks like some backyard, like upstate contraption. Yeah. This was not well thought. This looks like something he walked into his garage and said, "All right, I got an axe and some wood." I'm gonna
let me go ahead and describe it for the user, the listener. So it looks like a 2x4 that's on the floor part, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of it looks like another piece of wood that could be used for fencing. He goes ahead and straps down an axe, which looks really huge, actually. Like the axe itself is about 12 inches in length and about 6 to 7 inches in width.
Yeah, it's an average axe. It's a regular axe. It's not like it's...
Yeah, it just looks a little bigger.
Right.
So he connects it to the pieces of wood. It all has springs and metal things, so when he pulls the cable, the axe will shoot down with force.
Yeah, I actually zoomed in on it, and it's not even springs. You know what he used?
What is that?
You know those different colored bungee cords?
Oh,
that he probably bought at a discount at fucking Harbor Freight. He fucking didn't even spend the money on good bungee cords. He just went and got the cheap shit.
Well, there had to be some type of mechanism where he pulled a cord or something so it would drop.
Yeah,
and like I listened to the interview. Yeah, you can catch this on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, type in Mark Goddard. That's Goddard, and then just put BIID. Because there's a lot of Goddards, actually, some celebrity Goddards out there.
Yeah. No, you know the thing that keeps my fence closed?
Yeah,
that's
lock.
what he used at the top of this to hold the axe back with 3 bungee cords attached to the top of the fucking head of the axe. And then he wanted to know why it didn't come down and cut it all off at once. This person, and then he's, by the way, the whole throw it in the fire thing, that actually makes sense. Because
that's what they did back in the day, I believe.
Right. But the smart person would have taken like a hot metal and then pressed it up against to cauterize it. And also, I know it sounds really bad, but not as bad as what this must have looked like after the axe came down. Fuck, man.
And he said when the axe came down, it was painful, but not as painful when he actually had to finish the job by keep sawing and picking at it to make his hand completely off. I think he took his hand plus like 3 inches. So basically up until his wrist. He did kill his nerves and he was close to an artery, as he said.
Oh.
And it's funny too, because he had like, you know how, you expected a child, you have a baby bag ready. He had his bag ready, prepared for the hospital. He even told his wife, he's like, hey,
go to the garage.
No, I don't think he said it like that. He didn't even tell her that he was doing it. All he said was after he cut it, he goes, yeah, just start calling the ambulance and hang up and then start washing all the blood away from the driveway or wherever he performed this act of insaneness.
Yeah, just because he doesn't have a hand anymore doesn't mean she stops doing her wife shit. Clean the fucking...
Make a fucking sandwich, too. I got the bag ready.
Oh, man.
I know Jack has something on the news later. Yeah. That's a little peek. All right. So our fourth nominee. First name is Chloe. Last name is Jennings White.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. Chloe Jennings White is a transabled imposter.
Oh.
Yeah, listen to this one. She uses a wheelchair even though her legs work fine, and she chooses to live as a disabled person due to her rare condition, BIID, but she never really done anything. She actually walked into a doctor's office to see if they could remove her nerves and, you know, whatever it takes to become basically paralyzed. And the doctor from Europe said it'll be 16,000 euros, which is about 16,700, 17,000, give or take.
That's it.
So this day, yeah, she's not really paralyzed. She just built this contraption where she can't really bend her legs and use them, and she rides in a wheelchair. So if she ever went to Disneyland and I saw her, I'm calling her out on her bullshit. No?
I mean, I would. I just don't know why she doesn't meet up with the guy that we had on the nomination before. I mean, he's got an axe. He'll
like a
do it
website
for $200.
Yeah, isn't there a website these people can link up and
Facebook? Come on.
Yeah. Only transabled.
Oh my god. Yeah, transabled only. Yeah, I would expose this bitch in a heartbeat at Disneyland, but I mean,
and it's funny too because it's like, I guess whenever she feels like she doesn't want to do any of this, she puts her
braces on
and sits in a wheelchair and rolls around. But, you know, in the interview, you see her skiing. She drives on a daily basis while doing everything a normal person could do. But it's crazy, too, because as she skis and drives, the disease comes in and she envisions herself on like, hey, if I was to hit this tree, or if I could just like purposely hurt myself so I can become paralyzed. But I guess she's not brave enough.
I'll put money on it that this disease hits her every time it's time to decide what's for dinner.
Yeah. You gotta do laundry? Sorry, babe. I can't get out.
You know I'm disabled, babe. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey, we're going out to eat. Oh, let's go. I'll start the car. As long as you're spending money, the lady work.
Cancun. Ooh, can we longboard again?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Trust the science, bro. These people are sick in the head, for sure.
Yes.
100%.
You ready for our fifth and last nominee?
I am, at this point, amazed that there's more. But yes, please continue.
Bruce Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, this one makes sense.
His penis. Wait, I don't even know if this counts as transabled people, or is that more transgender? I don't know.
Is there a difference?
It's almost the same. You know, they don't feel comfortable in the body they were biologically born in. So
a lot of crossover here. So anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, Bruce Caitlyn Jenner chopped his penis completely. They did the gender affirming surgery, but he won't talk about it. This was, I believe, in January of 2017, he said in an interview.
Yeah. He won't talk about it.
That's number 5. I mean,
he did nothing but talk about it when he came out with his tits. Now all of a sudden it's his cock, and he's like, this is a little personal. God. Yeah, that's good.
And I could do that voice.
I don't know. I've seen the transition surgery on YouTube for this. I saw the male to female. I don't think I saw
the animation one, or right.
I saw both. I saw originally a long time ago. I saw the live one, and I fucking yacked 5 minutes in. But the animation one, I can get through the whole thing without having to shut it off or walk away, take some deep breaths. And we've also seen the videos of dudes just chopping off their dicks. And this was back in the day when we were younger, and we were just like, look at these idiots.
What's crazy is you see what money gets you. Money gets you an actual surgery and all that, or you could just take matters into your own hand, which is cheaper.
Yeah, build an axe guillotine.
Build an axe, use a saw, throw bleach in your eyes, or you can get it professionally done.
That's the other thing. This guy that hacked off his arm with the guillotine, like he didn't think, well, you know what? Maybe I'll go with like a machine that does this on a day-to-day on any construction site or get it over with in 2 seconds? Why does everybody got to go through the agony of slowly sawing through your fucking body? I don't understand it. I don't fucking get it. These people are sick.
And Caitlyn Jenner was Woman of the Year her first year as a woman, and never had to give birth, never had a period.
Totally deserved. Never even had to put in a tampon.
Yes. All right, Jack. Those were the 5 nominees. Let's give our listeners. Let's go back. I'm just gonna give. So our first nominee was One Hand Jason. This guy believed he had a birth defect and wasn't supposed to be born with an extra hand, so he goes ahead and takes a dominant hand, and then has to relearn life and all his skills with his left hand.
Excellent.
Our second nominee was Jules Shooping, who she actually had a psychologist perform the blind act where they put numbing drops into her eyes and then blinded her with a drain.
With Drano. Just stuff Drano.
Yeah, whatever. Some drain cleaner. So she wanted to be blind her whole life. Our third nominee was Mark Goddard. This is a guy who was in a motorcycle crash. For 16 years, he suffered an unbearable pain to his left arm, and he decided to take matters into his own hand because the doctors would not perform an amputee on him because everything was fine, but he had pain. So he built his own guillotine where he had an attached axe and took off 3/4 of his hand and then ended up fucking carving the other quarter.
Yeah, with a spoon.
Then we had our fourth nominee, which was Chloe Jennings White, who was apparently just a transabled imposter where she could walk, she could ski, she can drive, but she also wanted to live like she was paralyzed from the waist down. So she built these braces and she drives she wheels herself around.
Perfect.
We'll call you out on Disneyland if I see you there. And our fifth nominee, which we're confused if it's more of the transgender or transabled, but Caitlyn Jenner, who chopped off the penis professionally, had the money to do it. So, Jack.
All right.
I'm going to do a drum roll here. I think we're going to say this together.
Yeah, count me down with your fingers, bro.
This is the answer we voted in. I think we're good, no?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's get the drum roll in. You ready? And the winner
of the transabled person of the year
goes to Mark
Goddard.
Hey, I'll be shooting
you're
the golden axe.
Shipping a golden axe.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
I wish I had more time. I would have fucking did something like painted my axe. And,
yeah.
But like, here it is.
It's a black on black axe. Jack, just take a guess what all these people have in common.
They're all obviously mentally disabled. I mean,
and not only that, Jack, they're all white because only white people could be so dumb into being gifted all limbs and all parts of the bodies, and they just want to take it away. So when people are actually born with this, they would give up anything to see, hear, walk, touch, or even play Call of Duty for an hour. Imagine if Stevie Wonder could have a 2-second peak every hour. His music would be tremendously amazing.
You think so?
If Stevie Wonder could just get a peak for 2 seconds every hour for the rest of his life, his music, I think, would be a lot better.
I don't know. To me, that sounds like you're racist against white people, and I think that you're
racist against white people. I think white people are the craziest people on this planet.
Yeah? All right. So if we have any black listeners, prove him wrong. Go grab an axe.
No one else would do something so dumb.
Just white people. And you know what? I'm going to have to agree with you. They really are. They're fucking stupid.
Pain Olympics before.
They were all white. You're right.
I know. I want you to describe that. I that's a little too crazy for me because I remember you showed me this. We were as kids. He goes, "Hey, watch this video. It's called Pain Olympics." I'm like, "What the fuck am I about to watch? Take it away, bro." All
right. So I mean, the Pain Olympics thing was a video that was going on 10 plus years ago. It was a while ago. And it was just clips of people that were going through the process of removing their genitalia in the privacy of their own home or at their friend's house or whatever. And it was so graphic, just the most disgust. And because you'd see dudes like just popping out of testicles, squeezing and fucking, I guess they were doing it right. I don't know.
Doing their own surgery, man.
Doing their own home surgeries like the previously announced morons. But yeah, and they were doing just their genitals. These people are doing their legs, their arms. Like I could still walk without my cock. Probably a little easier.
No one's gonna know.
No one would know, right? Because I'm not really. I'm taking away a large piece of my life. But fuck, if I can't grab my drink, or I can't, I don't know, slap someone, or I can't do something like that. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
But that's to me.
Yeah, if you went to a strip club or a fucking rave party, you wouldn't know the difference.
So, and this is the category that I put someone like Bruce or Caitlyn Jenner in, in the same category as these people, because they're no different. The only difference is the bank account. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if these people could have went to a hospital and fucking did it.
Money does not buy happiness.
No, it just buys you the surgery to cut your dick off, apparently. So some people don't need money. Some people don't have any.
They have ingenuity skills.
Yeah. Make the axe. No one wants to pay for your surgery.
I wonder what he tested it on too.
And then there's other things that we consider disabilities, like, but it's you smoke, right? It's no surprise. You're a smoker.
No,
now
I'm smoking vape right now.
You are good. I don't want to pay for your fucking lung surgery, but you know what? We're all gonna have to pay for your lung surgery. People that eat and eat, and then they need a scooter because their feet haven't touched the floor in 10 years. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just went from bed to toilet to fridge to bed, and now they got to go to their doctor's appointment, so they got to get fucking airlifted by a goddamn C-130.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, it sucks when you're born diabetic, but when you cause it, like, there are people out there who constantly just ate sugar their whole lives. They drank. They don't kind of have that strict diet. So it's almost like
it all falls under mental problems, in my opinion.
I guess, yeah.
In my opinion, it all falls under if you're an addict, you're an addict. Doesn't matter what you're an addict to, whether it's food, whether it's drugs, right? So it's clearly a mental thing, but we look at, this person's not happy because she's got a dick. No one that sentence makes no sense. Do you understand what I'm trying to say here? But we live in a world where we try to take care of everybody's happiness before we try to take care of the illness.
And just to add, out of all the nominees besides Bruce, Caitlyn Jenner, all of them thought about it. Well, and besides Chloe Jennings White, the other three, they are happier now, and they've been happier. They have yet to regret it. They don't regret the decisions they made. They felt like it was a part. Like I said, I guess that disease does kick in, and it is insane. But like that guy, Jason One Hand, he's fucking ecstatic. He loves it.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't he be? He can't go back.
That's it. You're done.
No redos, motherfucker. This is it. And how nuts is that? I can't even put I can't put myself in a position. I can't put my axe around it. There's got to be something better for these people, man. And because there's plenty of people in the world that just end up having problems and never wanted them.
And I want to know how Jewel Shooping even knew about fucking Drano, because most women don't, like, they clog 90% of anything that's in a house with their hair, flushing tampons.
So they know how to use Drano? I think that just...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, you know how to use Drano to blind yourself.
I don't think they know how to use Drano. I think they know how to call a plumber.
Or
call the husband.
She, unfortunately, I don't think had any significant other or kids.
No.
I don't think... Yeah, no.
They would have had to be blind.
So, yeah, there you go. Mark Goddard is the winner of our Transabled Award.
Congratulations, Mark.
Congratulations. I swear, if I can get in touch with this guy, I'll send them a golden axe.
Yeah.
Like a small little, wood, metal, gold axe with the plaque.
I'm about it. I'll paint it for you.
Are you ready for Jack's news?
Let's do this, bro.
Let's do it. Jack, what do we got?
All right. Today's news, we got Mark Tatum, who unfortunately lost his face. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Where did he put it? Well, turns out
this is not transabled, by the way. This is related.
Well, it's just related because it's a person who ended up having disfigurement of the face and did lose his eyesight.
Yeah, but he didn't choose to do it.
It was not by choice, no. So Mark Tatum had some construction done in his home, and I know, like most people, we've all heard of black mold. You know what black mold is, right? Yeah, that thing that everybody's afraid of whenever, like, oh my God, black mold, it's bad for you. But you've never really heard of like what it could do. Well, poor Mark Tatum here found out firsthand exactly what the fuck black mold does. Now, he had initially survived it, and it usually takes about 48 hours to kill you. But basically what happened to him is the fungus made its way into his fucking face, his the cavity in the nasal cavity. His face turned.
It was eating his tissue.
It was eating the muscle, bone, and everything. It ate his nose. It ate his eyes. I don't know if you're gonna have this up on the up.
I could try.
You could try, but yeah, it went from literally the top of his mustache. Which, by the way, good on you, sir, for keeping that mustache on. Way to be a man.
Oh yeah, it's intact though.
It's intact. So right above that mustache is where the hole starts. And it doesn't stop until it hits the brow of his head. Now, in the video that we have here, it states that it usually kills you within 48 hours, but homeboy made it a week. And for something that's usually fatal in about 90%, according to this video, it's good on him that he survived as long as he did. What they ended up doing was reconstructing that piece of the face that was missing. Which is good because he got to go out and, not look like he fucking got hit in the face with a cannonball. So it looks bad. I mean, I don't
Foul line drive.
Sorry, more. I know.
He had no glove. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. And from what I was told, right, because I kind of read on your news, it was from bread. Like his wife cooked him. Well, not cooked because that's not really cooking, fake news. Oh, that is fake news? Oh,
yeah, no.
I'm ready to jump on the wife. Black mold fucking Italian sandwich.
But you know what's crazy? Everyone experiences some kind of contact with black mold. This guy looks like he fucking scraped the black mold off the wall and did a line of it. He does not look like it's just a casual fucking interaction with, there's black mold on the wall. Let's pretend it doesn't exist and build over it like everyone else. So
unions, baby. That's why you need unions.
Yeah, man. So I would have totally gone all in on the wife if it was for her. But it's crazy on construction sites, man. People's houses, there were asbestos, and exactly. No, did you ever wear a fucking mask? Because I know you had some. You ever had?
No, only for COVID because that's the most. I mean, like I said, this is why I love it. For asbestos, you need like this $1,000 mask. Even when you paint the wall of spray painting, or people that work in body shops, they have to wear like that ventilation. That's probably like an $800 thing.
Yeah, with a backpack and a fan attached to it. You look like you're gonna go to the moon.
But for COVID, it was all right if you wear a dollar cloth you got at Old Navy.
Like
that. Yeah.
Put on a mask. Yeah. Which one? Any of them. Well, I don't have it. Throw your underwear over your face, sir.
There you go. Oh, that way.
Yeah, no ear pro, fucking eye pro. I'm grinding metal, sparks flying in my face.
Craziest disease in the world, deadliest virus.
Whatever.
We're using a 50-cent mask made in China. I mean, we're gonna talk facts.
If we're gonna talk facts, let's talk facts. They all come from there. But yeah, man, I don't know. This episode has exhausted me.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mark. I really feel bad because the rest of these fucking idiots.
He was a good-looking guy too, especially in his wedding photo. He almost looked like the character. Fuck, what's it from? Coach Steve from.
Yeah.
What's that show? Come on.
From Big Head, Fat Head, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. Yeah. Yeah, in his earlier pictures when he got married, he looked like. Whoa. Yeah, he's my friend. Anything else on the news, Jack?
So one last thing, a really quick one, just to stay with the Pride theme here. Very important news. Something that really brings, I think, the trans community, the gay community, all communities together. I think Burger King's really doing it up with this Pride Burger. You can now choose. We've all been asking for this. You can now choose to get the Whopper with 2 tops or 2 bottoms.
Buns.
Yeah. So if you want the hard, nasty, crusty fucking bottom piece, 2 of them, you can. Or the other side, you can have the soft, beautifully baked. It's like muffin tops. Who the fuck eats the bottoms?
Yeah, I would definitely. They should just start making burgers with 2 tops.
For sure.
But you can't. That'll be straight then. So it defeats the purpose. In hot dogs, you want it with the bun, without the bun, just the hot dog, the meat.
We can't have them touching.
Just the bun. No meat.
We're not allowed to have them touching because a vagina with something phallic like a penis does not belong together on this list, sir. You homophobic piece of shit.
Oh, stop.
Oh, stop.
Don't make fake allegations.
I'm joking. This is all in good fun. Hey, look, I'm
support the community.
I'm the only color that's not on that flag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the minority. No?
All right, let's wrap it up.
You want to wrap it up? I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. What do you got?
I want to thank everybody for listening, and no, I really do. Both of you, Greg and Dino, thanks for tuning in.
All my fucking loving listeners, they definitely comment. They always text. They always DM us. It was a great show. Congrats to Mark Goddard for winning our Transabled award.
Yeah, we'll send you a golden axe or a golden arm or something.
Yeah. Golden pain something. A fucking our own guillotine.
Yeah.
Tandem. This was the UnFollowVic podcast. We're available wherever podcasts can be heard, besides Pandora, and on YouTube, where you can check us out. So that's all for today. Peace.